What's up, everyone in YouTube land? Wanted to make a short video in hopes maybe I can answer a few questions if anyone might have them. Questions I had in the process of doing the modifications to my bike. As you can see, it's pretty low to the ground. But I wanted to start with the first thing I did. I'm 5'4". I wanted the bike as close to the ground as possible, so when I stopped, I felt, pretty stable. I had my seat replaced. I ordered a LePair low profile solo seat. It was not diamond stitched like this. This is the shape. This is what the seat looked like without the diamond stitch. This was a Christmas present I actually got this past year, having it diamond stitch. So seat was the first thing I did. Second thing was the 10.5 Burley shocks, slammer shocks. Drops the bike 2 inches in the back, and as you can see, that back rim and tires tucked pretty good. It does make for a stiff ride. I've had the bike with these shocks on the back maybe 4 years and have bottomed out maybe twice, 3 times at the most. You can see there's not much room between your belt guard and your fender, so this would be one of the places of impact, but as you see, I have no issues. Around on the other side, right up under this foot peg, I've got one of the little rubber guards that goes on the bottom of a chair or table leg, keep your floor from getting scratched. Stuck it on there, and that kind of, if I have any issues and this comes down and makes contact with that swing arm, it's on cushion the blow just a little, but not a big deal as far as what I've had anyway. So the first was the seat. I got the shocks next. A little while went by. As far as things to lower the bike or modifications on the suspension, I wanted to go from 19-inch factory rim to a 21. I asked if there'd be any kind of issues or problems. Would it go and line right back up with everything that I had factory without making any changes? I was told yes, and for the most part they were right. I did have an issue with one spoke that would come around and hit the back of my brake caliper. It would barely scrub it, but just enough that it was taking the paint off. Took off the brake caliper, took a grinder and ground it out maybe 1/8 of an inch or less, just enough that as it passed by, I also kind of flexed the spoke in somewhat, a little, and took some flat spray paint to it, and I had not had any issues since then. But at the same time, I put on the 21-inch rim. I did put in the progressive suspension. It's the fork lowering kit, drop in up to 2 inches. You get a little piece of like PVC that goes on top, and you cut it and estimate what you want as far as how much you want to drop, and that's what I did. And I did that at the same time so I could get as level as possible that I put the front rim on. But those were the progressive drop-in lowering forks, drops your front end up to 2 inches. I can't remember exactly how much it dropped mine or what my measurement was, but anyway. Next thing I did, I think, I had a friend that does hand-painted pinstriping. He did some of the work on my tank. Been my best friend for years. Across the back of my fender and down up under the tail light. Back to the tail light. The tail light, I did order the chrome cover for. It's Kuryakin, or however you pronounce it. I'm not sure what the exact name is for the cover, but my tail light I used to darken it just a little, the same thing I used on my turn signals. However, these are the Kuryakin, I guess that's how you pronounce it again, the factory tinted, not factory tinted, but the ordered tinted ones that you buy. But before I had that, I used the nightshade on my factory turn signal covers. Same thing I used on my tail light, and I'll show you the results. This is the nightshade. These are my factory turn signal covers. And for the most part, of course you have the white bulb on the inside instead of the orange with the ones that you buy. But I mean, you can see between the two, I mean, they're pretty consistent with each other, not one any darker than the other. But I was pretty impressed with it. You know, it's not anything you could put on your windshield or your car windows because it is not transparent enough to be able to see through. At the same time I lowered my bike while I'm over here, I did order a lowered bike kickstand. So I put this on my bike and it was supposed to help my bike sit up a little straighter. However, my bike sat more up straight with this kickstand than it did my factory. So what I did is I took my factory, came in here with a bandsaw and took off maybe not quite a quarter inch at the most. So my kickstand would kick back up a little more and it works perfect. So I still have my factory just with that little piece cut off the end of it, and that's not been an issue or problem either. I haven't replaced my handlebars. I did replace my grips. I haven't found anything as far as handlebars that I absolutely love yet. So back to the front fender, my friend's painting. He did this as well, my front fender. I did get the chin spoiler. That sticker that's on it is just like an advanced auto part sticker. It didn't come on there. At first I wasn't really sure if I liked it, but I mean, it's cool, it's whatever. My best friend also painted my battery box. You can see he did that for me, and I've not had an issue with the paint trying to come off the chrome. Everything's been pretty solid. Trying to think if I missed anything, guys. Tell you what I did do. I did take these and flip them so they won't flip up anymore. So that way if I ever tip over or my bike goes over at any point, they'll kind of act as a crash bar. I did go with the, I think they're called the Eddie Trotta mini floorboards. It's not real easy to find floorboards for a bike like this, especially with mid controls. But this is a 2004 Dyna lowrider. I did get the bezel around the headlight. That is something else that I picked up. Not ever been a big fan of the eyebrow. May end up deleting it one day, I don't know. I know it's part of the Dyna thing, so I kind of just left it alone. Never had any issues, no mechanical problems. I think I've got 19,000 miles on it. This is basic advanced auto parts or AutoZone. This tent, I couldn't find a tinted tag that had all four corners like this where I could still use the chain. So what I did is I got a piece of plexiglass, cut out a piece, bought 35% window tint and tinted it. Tint's on the inside, so plexiglass is what's on the surface, but hey, it worked out perfect for me. But this is it, guys. This is the very first video I've ever made. Appreciate all the views. Any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you first chance I can. I'd eventually like to do some aftermarket mirrors as well. My very first bike was a Vulcan 500, and actually my wife drives it now, and it's in the building. All right, guys, that's it. Take it easy.